All right, this video today is going to cover the equity indice market, the MNQ, which is the micro NASDAQ futures. For anyone that is looking for a way to be able to make some income or extra money, once you get off of, say, for example, work, your 9-to-5 job, and you make it home and you say that, hey, sometime in the evening, I would like to make or find a way to be able to make some extra money from home without having to go out there and find another job that you actually have to go to. Typically in the evening session, which is during the Asian session, you can scalp the indices or, also commodity markets, any of the asset classes that are really tied to futures. But I would kind of stick with the commodities or one of the micro indice markets, especially if you are a beginner trader, because it's a great opportunity to be able to, scalp during this time, somewhere between 7, maybe 10 o'clock in the evening. That's Eastern time, my time now. So you have to, figure out where you are as far as time zone. But yeah, you can make a couple $100 extra. Let's say you had a goal of making $200 after your 9-to-5 job. If you were to add that up every single, let's say, for example, you made $200 every day, right? 5 days a week, that's an extra $1,000 a week. Okay. Now I'm not saying you have to do that 5 days a week. Let's just say maybe you need an extra $400 or $500. Then take 1 or 2 setups out of 1 or 2 days, 3 days a week, and then you can have some extra money each and every week. So by the end of the month, maybe you have a couple $1,000 extra, or maybe you have a couple $100 extra in your pocket to pay towards, something that you need to pay towards. Maybe it's some debt, maybe it is the mortgage, whatever it is. But I'm going to share with you today this scalping strategy, specifically trading the micro NASDAQ futures for all those out there that are really looking to try to make some money after they get off work. Okay. Now, and let's say you have a small account too. Let's say you already have a funded live account trading futures, or maybe you have a prop firm account that you've passed and became funded, and now you want to grow that account. This is a great strategy I'm going to share with you today. But number one, because there's only a couple of steps that you really need to follow, is to map out and to determine the bias or form a bias in which way the market is actually trending. I recommend doing this off of a higher chart. Okay. Maybe some of you trade range charts like myself. Maybe some of you trade time-based chart. Whatever it is, start from a higher base chart and then start scaling down before, looking for opportunities within the market to trade. So the way I do it is I'll look at my higher time frame chart, not time frame, my higher range chart, and figure out the actual direction of the market. So if I'm looking here, say for example, at a 320, maybe even a 120 range chart, I can see that we were bearish up until this point here, close to May the 30th, May the 31st. And then we've got this bullish push or momentum shift to the upside, with the market basically reversed back to the upside. What does that mean? That means where the market has broke structure above some swing highs and is pushing higher, taking out new highs. Okay. So let's say we got to push up, pull back. We had a high here, a higher low, a new high formed, say for example, right here. So now that this high here has been taken out, this is a valid higher high within the market, and this is a higher low. So now this becomes, your new high. But it also took out structure over here. Okay, so now we've got a full-on reversal. The market has shifted from a bearish standpoint back up to a bullish standpoint. So right now, look at the market, because we have this trending market where it's making higher highs and higher lows to the upside. Then my bias in which way to actually trade this market is going to only be to the upside. Okay, so number one, form a bias based upon market structure. And if you're not too familiar with the term market structure, let me tell you this right now. It is extremely, extremely important to master that one key concept, because that's what's going to open the gate or the door for you to be able to, determine or start to see on the charts which way the market is trending and which way you need to actually be taking your trades. Okay, so we're bullish to the upside. You can see that we're breaking structure, making new highs every time we take out and break a new high. See, we got a push up here, nice pullback, but we're still bullish to the upside. And then the market breaks to the upside and it takes out that high there. So we've got a higher high, or a high here form, we got this basically the market pulled back here, but it's still a higher low here, okay? And then the market pushes to the upside and takes out this high here. So we got inducement within the market to where the market is taking out this high. So now this is a validated higher high here, and the market makes a new high going to the upside. So number one, figure out the structure of the actual market. Now I want to say this right now. This is actually the MNE NASDAQ contract, but just think about it as if I had the MNQ chart up, or the micro NASDAQ futures chart up here on my my platform here. Okay, so I'm just, because it works it's a universal strategy that works across all markets. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're trading the asset class like the equity indices, commodities, the interest rates, the currency markets, whatever it may be, and it crosses boundaries as well into other markets as well. Okay, so once we've done that, we want to be able to identify, where are, that we're bullish. Okay, we need to identify and start looking for higher base, either supply or demand zones to take our trades going to the upside, because our bias is moving to the upside because the market is trending higher. Okay, if it was bearish to the downside, like we had seen right here, then my eyes would only, in my mindset, as far as what way to trade, would only be geared and looking for opportunities to go short. But because we're bullish, I would be looking for opportunities to actually go long. So again, you can use other charts. I'm showing you range charts. This is a higher base chart that I look at, 320, but I also love to use my 120 range chart too, just as well. So I could use this chart just as is, and to find opportunities. It's just that when you start moving up to higher base charts, looking for structure, looking for, the bias within the market to trade, you're not going to have as much choppiness. You can see that the swings are cleaner as the further you move up. You're going to see, these nice swings pushing to the upside to where you don't have a lot of choppy price action. I'm going to show you an example of a setup. Okay. As you can see, like I said, we reverse to the upside here, making these structural breaks higher, making higher highs and higher lows. The market took out this high right here when they have a pullback. So whenever we have a pullback, we're looking for the market to continue to the upside and make a new high. Now, then that will make this actual higher high with the validation point of, on this pullback here. So we got a high, higher low, and then breaking structure to the upside above that high there. So we do got to break a structure once we made a new high here. Okay. Now, what I'll be looking for at this point is to some pullback to some key area of, say, for example, demand. So there is a demand zone resting in this area, as you can see right here. Okay, so where was I at? I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay, we're getting ready to move down one chart, but I want to show you that was that area again, that demand zone on the 320 range chart. Moving down to my next chart to try to find some confluence to to look for opportunity to take the trade going to the upside. Will be like right here. Okay, we're down on the 120 range. Market pulls back to this area right here. So this is that. Let's mark it up right quick with the rectangle. This will be that demand zone on the 320 range chart. Okay, now we'll see it right here. Okay, now the market comes down. It does tap into it. All right, but we're looking for it to come down and tap into some area. Or create a newly formed area of, say, for example, of demand. So it's either going to have to tap into this area here, okay, which is off the 320 range, reject, and then push to the upside, okay? Meaning we find a demand zone to the left-hand side of the chart to look for opportunity to go, to go long. But we're still not done, because what we want to do now is identify some key area to where the market can reject on the 120 range chart. So we're either looking for a high probability demand zone here on the 120 range chart when we step down from the 320 to the 120 to look for an opportunity to take a trade, going long to the upside with the direction of the higher base chart. As you can see, the market comes down. All right, it basically breaks below, okay, this area of demand right here, and it comes back down to this area right here. There was demand right here to the upside. This is a demand zone, but it's a low probability area, but it still reacts and rejects that area, okay? Now, from there, what I would do is I could do two things. I could either move down to my 24 range chart and look for a directional bullish move to the upside, meaning a area where the market breaks structure and creates a demand zone to take the trade when I scale down to my 24 range chart. So what I'm trying to say is that I can look for rejection now in this area here because this is a demand zone still because it broke structure by that high there. Here, I'll move down to the 24 range chart to see if we get like a bullish demand zone that's being created, and then a pullback on the 24 range chart to a demand zone that's newly formed or created to take the trade going in the same direction with the 320, with the 120, and then moving to the upside because the direction of the trend is pushing higher. Or what I could do is wait for rejection because this is low probability here on the 120. Wait for rejection to where we basically reacted off that 320 range demand zone on the higher chart, say right here. Look for a bullish demand zone to be created on the 120 range, and then pull back to that key area of demand on the 120 range, and then scale down to my 24 range chart to find now a rejection point where the market creates a 24 range demand zone, because the 24 range chart is my entry chart. Okay, so your last chart that you're going to scale down to find, say for example, with this example, a demand setup is going to be on your lowest entry, your lowest chart, because that's going to be the chart you're going to take a trade from. So all I'm doing is looking for demand on one chart, a demand zone on one chart, mark it off. Market comes back to it, rejects off that chart, scale down to another chart, look for formation of a demand zone to take the trade going to the upside. But I'm looking across multiple charts to find confluence, because the more confluence I have across multiple charts, that's going to allow me, give me confidence to take the trade in the direction starting from where I started at with the 320 range chart. Now we're on the 120. We got a demand set up here. Market comes back down. Breaker structure right there, comes back down. We have a demand set up right here. Then I just move down to my lowest chart, which is my entry chart, which is my 24 range chart, to find a demand setup to take the trade going long. So now I've used three charts, 320, 120, and plus my entry chart. That's enough confluence to give me confidence to take the trade going to the upside. Plus, not just that, there's other areas of confluence as well. We have a value area low sitting here. We also have a half number here at 24,050. With all that area of confluence, and say for example, for a lot of those, I like to trade retracements back to, say for example, the VWAP. If it holds up, you can see it's running flat here. The market basically rejects off of it and starts to push back higher. You can use that as well. So you can use other levels with, in your confluence of trading supply and demand. You can use it to be able to find or give yourself more confidence and confirmation to take the trade in the direction of what is actually taking place from the highest chart first. You can see that we're bullish to the upside after this reversal right here. But this is how I go about, either on the micro NASDAQ, whatever chart that it is I'm interested in trading off of. If I'm trading off the standard E-mini contract for the NASDAQ futures, whatever it is, the strategy is universal, and this is how I go about scalping, within these markets, looking for these opportunities to trade. Now, again, you could do this, across multiple sessions. You can do it during the Asian session when you get off work and find a nice setup. Just start using that chart confluence to, find yourself, give yourself confirmation to look for opportunities to trade. If the market is trending higher, then look for those opportunities, look for those bullish pullbacks to those key areas of demand on the higher base chart, and then scale down till you get down to your lowest chart to where you can find opportunity off for an entry. Okay, very simple to do, guys. I mean, this is what you can do once you leave that 9 to 5. You want to come home, or you say, hey, I need to make some extra money. How can I do so? Trading is a good outlet to be able to, day trading is a good outlet. Because it's open 24 hours a day, basically pretty much 5 days a week. I'm going to say it like that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It closes on Friday at 5, and it reopens back up on Sunday at 6 Eastern time. Okay. So maybe you are in Central Time Zone, then that could be 5 p.m. Central Time. Okay. But that's all I have, guys. This is the same strategy. I'm telling you, this is how you can go about growing a small account for anyone out there, especially if you're trading the micro NASDAQ futures. What I want to say is this too. There is a private community for anyone that's interested in understanding more so the cornerstone, the blueprint to how I really trade. What I do is I'll post my trades over on our Discord community. Okay, and there's a link down in the description portion of the video for anyone who's interested in joining the Discord. But I'll post my trades there. All right, the trades that I take, but then I'll go back and I'll break them down for those that are part of the elite and the ultra elite supporter community. And I'll talk about, what it includes. That's where you're really going to understand and get the, the full rundown of the blueprint to how this actual system and strategy works. When I'm walking you through setup after setup after setup, breaking down the trades I've taken so that you can understand the basis behind not only the strategy, but the trades I took in reference to price action, structure, stop loss placement areas and target areas for your profit targets. Okay. There's tons of those videos there. It's like you're sitting right next to me, and I'm sitting here and walking and talking to you as I break down the setups and find details so you can understand these setups, so that when you go back and you're taking the strategy and you're back testing and forward testing it, so that it makes sense when you're looking for these similar type setups, you're understanding why the setups actually work. Okay. That is all covered within the elite and the ultra elite supporter tiers. Very inexpensive. It's only $6.99 for anyone that's interested in becoming an elite supporter. And for all those who are and do support the channel as either an elite or ultra elite supporter, thank you for doing so. But yeah, I mean, that's where you're really going to get the information in terms of, because you see me walk you through these setups. Okay. I'm not just posting them, but I'm breaking them down for you, okay? But you receive, like, for example, if you become an elite supporter, all my trade breakdown videos, the video playlist, and plus a great video surrounding market structure for $6.99 a month. That basically breaks down to be, what, 24 cents on a day? So if you think about it in terms of, that's like paying for one cup of coffee. The price you'll pay for a whole month is paying for one cup of coffee. Okay. So how many cups of coffee do you pay for every single day? Think about taking one price for a cup of coffee and, investing into yourself. Okay. Now I can't guarantee anything to anyone out there, guys. I'm telling you that right now, because, you have to put the time in. You have to really, back test and forward test this to see if it's going to work for you. People come from different avenues and different places when it comes to trading. Some have old habits, some have new habits, some have, psychological, not say issues, but psychological quirks in the sense of when it comes to trading that they need to work out. Okay. So there could be a variety of different hurdles and things that you need to kind of work within yourself. Trading is not all about the setups and taking the trades. It's about really working on yourself to become a better trader in the end, is what I'm trying to say. But if you're interested in understanding a very good system and how it works, you may definitely want to think about becoming an ultra elite or an elite or an ultra elite supporter today by clicking down or looking down in the description portion of the video. You'll see a link there. It's titled the Elite and Ultra Elite Supporters. Okay, click on that. Once you do, it's going to bring you to a few tiers where you'll see the elite tier, the ultra elite tier, and you'll see the price point plus all the perks and rewards that you can receive. This is all through the YouTube membership program. You can actually, join as well by going to the homepage and click on the membership tab. Same difference. If you want to join, click the tab, the membership tab, or find the link down in the description portion of the video. The choice is yours. Okay. But it's been helping lots of people out, I will say that. But outside of that, that's all I have. I appreciate everyone that definitely supports the channel, that's been watching the video content, and please continue to do so. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to click that subscribe button right now. Make sure to turn your post notifications on by clicking the bell as soon as you do so. And drop me a like on the video if you found some value or added value in this video today. Take care.